All right, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honor to the elder apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone that rule well, that teach well, while learning the truth 100% according to the Bible. And I also want to say shalom to the elect, which are the 144,000 men, the prophets, the servants, scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And then shalom to the Akwaf, which are the sisters that are sincere, and your children, shalom. Right. And in today's video, as you can see, is going to be another update, another warning of the things that are happening in the world as far as with the Third World War. Right. And as you can see, I'm going to read the title of the video. It said emergency alert. Ukraine takes out 2 Russian gas pipes and the Houthis launch missiles at the land of Israel again. Right. So, over there where them little hats at, the small hats who claim to be the Lord's people, right? Those false people over there in the land of Israel. So we see that all of these things are beginning to take place. Third World War is speeding up. So with that being said, I'm going to get into this video. We're going to listen to a few things in which the guy in this video is talking about, let him explain a few things in which is happening and going on. And I'm going to get a few scriptures, Lord will, to back up what he's talking about. Lord's will, you sisters and brothers be edified. So, and I'm also start off this video by saying this is under the 1976 Copyright Act, fair use, fair use. I'm not getting paid for this video. It's only for educational purposes only. So with that being said, we're going to get into it and listen to what he has to say.
Guys, it's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Friday, March 21st, 2025. And I have an emergency alert to share with you guys. Right now it is 17:11 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news coming in from Ukraine and from Israel. But before I get into that, I want to mention some very concerning news coming out of the U.S. So officials at Offutt Air Base in Omaha, Nebraska, home of U.S. Strategic Command, responsible for our nuclear forces, sent a notice out on yesterday, that the base will be conducting the largest and most intensive military exercise in its history from March 31st through April 4th, okay? So in just about a week, Offutt Air Base, home of U.S. Strategic Command, which is responsible for our nuclear forces, will be conducting its largest and most intensive exercise ever. Okay, so that is...
So, all right, we just heard what it is that he's basically said. He said that Offutt Air Base, which is, one of, I guess, the United States military, just one of their most powerful... he said one of their main bases, due to like if they're about to go to nuclear war and things of that nature, is one of the main stations in which they give out all the signals and protocols and calls for if they was preparing to do a nuclear strike. He said that they're basically going to be launching an offensive, which is basically like a, how would you say it? They're basically going to be like, basically it's, Salakia, what's the word? I'm thinking of the word, basically a drill. The water that you have by Shem Yahshua. They're basically going to be having a drill, basically testing their nukes to see if they can launch and, things of that nature, basically preparing for this Third World War, man, that's coming. So I'm going to get a precept real quick to furthermore prove that, man, the Third World War is on the table, man. Like it's coming. Like all of these nations, you got Russia preparing their nukes to be launched off, setting up certain ICBMs in certain locations. You got China preparing their stuff as well with North Korea. You got Iran building and also, getting together their nukes that they could have received from Russia and various other countries, their allies. So we're seeing, and also you got America's allies, which are the people, the 10 horns, the EU and NATO, which makes up the new revised new revised Roman Empire. You see all of these different nations preparing their nukes and things of that nature, right? Getting prepared for war, because this is what time we're living in, and even Babylon the Great, America is getting ready for getting its nukes ready and things of that nature to be shot off and etc. So, let me get a precept. Bear with me, brothers. All right. All right, we're going to read this. All right, so this is Revelation chapter 9, and I'm going to start at verse 12, and it said, one woe is past, right? So we understand that one woe represents World War One, which occurred, I believe, in the early 1900s. Between like 1914 through 19, I believe, 16 or 1920. Up in that area. So it was in the early 1900s was when the First World War took place, right? And it says, "One woe is past, and behold, there come two more woes hereafter," right? So we understand that World War II already occurred. It occurred in this, I believe, the time of 1939 through 1945 when it ended, when America, nuked Nagasaki and Hiroshima in Japan. In 1945, that was basically the ending. When America basically got those nuclear weapons, they basically ended the World War after they dropped two of them on Japan. So that already took place. The Second World War has already came, but the Lord said there come two woes more hereafter. So that's letting you know that there's also going to be a third World War, and we're coming into that time. That's why you see all of these troops, all of these different countries, like I said, boasting their military might, boasting their military, saying that they're prepared, making threats towards one another, all these different things, And let me get a Salakia. Let me get another precept. So we understand that the Third World War is biblical prophecy, man, that is going to happen, and there's nothing that can stop it. That's why the great whore, Babylon the Great, is getting her military prepared, because trust me, the elites know what's coming, man. They know that this place America is done for. They know it's going to be destroyed in this lifetime. They know that. Only people don't know is the people, man. The people are ignorant, but these elites, they know what's coming, right? And here go another one going into those woes in which are to come, right? This is Revelation 11 and verse 14, and it said the second woe is past, right? Meaning World War II. World War II is already passed, man. And behold, the third woe, right, cometh quickly, which is that third world's war, which is what I'm basically giving you, brothers and sisters, an update on all of these events that are taking place worldwide, with America trying to get their military things together and things of that nature. All of these things are because they know that the third world war is going to come. And this third world war won't be fought with, it'll be fought with missiles, but not regular missiles like it were in the past wars. In the past wars, there was more so boots on the ground and things of that nature. But this world's war that we're coming into is going to be fought with fuel of fire, man, which is those nuclear missiles. That's why you just heard him say in the video, and I'm going to go back a little bit more so you can listen to what he said. He said Offutt Air Base, which is the command tower where the United States basically give out the nuclear orders from. Basically, if they wanted to shoot missiles, they will give the order from that specific air base, right? So he's telling you they're preparing and getting ready to do a drill, which letting you know they're getting this stuff in order, man, because they know it's about to come. And this Yahweh Bashem Yahushua basically preparing all these things to come, because they must come, because this is going to be the fulfillment of Bible prophecy. But if we know that World War III is at the door and this is speeding up, then we know Jacob's trouble is coming. We know that MOTB coming. And we know everything else in which the Lord said is coming. Because if we see that the Third World War is right at the door, then, the MOTB must be made mandatory before the Third World War can take place, right? According to prophecy. So we know that the MOTB is right here at the door, man. That, they can probably implement it within, I believe it's going to come this year. That's just me speaking ignorantly. Not thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible. That's just my opinion. But I feel the MOTB is going to be made mandatory very soon. I'm talking about within the next coming months, the MOTB will be made mandatory. That's what I'm feeling. You looking at everything in the news that's happening in the media, how they're getting rid of pennies, how the dollar is constantly collapsing. Everything points towards that digital system coming, right? So, yeah. And it tells you about that in Revelation 13 and 16, let me go to it, matter of fact, since I brought it up, and Salaki, I'm going to get back to the video. But, since the spirit got on me to, go to that precept, I might as well, just for the new brothers and sisters who might come in and watch this video, that might not know what the MOTB is, so I'm going to go to it for them, But this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 in the KJV, and it said, and he being Esau Edom, the so-called white man that's governing this world right now in wickedness, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, so it doesn't matter how how rich you are in this economy. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter your social status, who you are, who you think you are, all of that stuff. It doesn't matter if you're poor. So that's letting you, Salakia. So that's letting you know that money and all of those things that a lot of people in America hold as standard or hold as a specific, because, a lot of people in America, they hold money as something to be an asset, that's something to be cherished, or something that means to be, basically, pride. When you have money in America, the average American citizen, pride comes with having money. The more money these people have, the more prideful they are, But the Lord said it doesn't matter if you have money or if you're poor. Let you know that, guess what, at the end of the day, that dollar doesn't mean nothing. That's how it's better to have things of the spirit, man, than to be in the spirit. Because guess what? The Lord is saying that, guess what? You basically thinking you better than someone because you have money, right? But the Lord said that, guess what? You're going to have to stand in the line and get chipped up just like this poor person is. So that proves to you that money never mattered. It was only a construct made to control. It doesn't matter, but people of the world will never know that, But it says free and bond, which means, guess what? You can be free out here walking around, going about your day-to-day life, going to the store, doing whatever. Those are people you would consider free. And bond meaning those that are in bondage, in jail, prisons, etc., concentration camps. There's going to be a lot of things going on. And they're going to be trying to force people to take this chip, man. Right. And it says to receive a mark. The word mark in the Greek goes into charagma, which means an imprint or an incision, which means somebody's going to have to insert something in your skin, go through your skin, and basically put something inside of you, in order for you to, in their Salakia, in order for you to buy or sell, basically. And it says in their right hand or in their foreheads, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, the charagma, right, the MOTB, the RFID hip, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So, that's pretty much what the MOTB is. I just broke it down, but that's what's coming. And if we know that the Third World War is right here at the door and we see they're preparing for this, getting the nukes ready and things of that nature, then we know that this MOTB is right around the corner, man. So, people out here playing and stuff, man, y'all better turn to the Lord, man, while you still got time, while we still in this grace period and the Lord having mercy upon you people, man. Y'all better get y'all spirits right, man, because we about to come into some time, like I said again, that never before been seen, man. Sometimes a great evil, man. So, I'm going to get back into this video, Salakia. And I'm going to go back again a little bit more so we can hear what he said about them preparing the nukes at the bases. And then I'll probably end the video,
Strategic Command, responsible for our nuclear forces.
All right, I'm going to go back just a little bit more.
Officials at Offutt Air Base in Omaha, Nebraska, home of U.S. Strategic Command, responsible for our nuclear forces, sent a notice out on yesterday, that the base will be conducting the largest and most intensive military exercise in its history from March 31st through April 4th.
Right. I'm going to pause that again, right? And you hear what he just said. He said that they're going to be conducting the largest test in history, right? That means they have never did, long as they done had these weapons. They done had these weapons since 1945, right? That's when the nuclear missile was first discovered and created in 1945 when it was used in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, right? That was in 1945 when they created these weapons, right? So if since 1945 till now, I say we're 2025, right? That's probably a span of how many years? That's probably like almost 80 plus years, right? And this is the highest alert that they have been on with the usage or the time period of them having these weapons, letting you know that we're coming into the time, time that has never before been seen, since man or woman have been on this earth. That's proving to you that Bible prophecy is fulfilling, proving to you that the Lord is on his way and that these things are going to just continue to get worse, man, but we know that for the elect's sake, the elect shall be beamed up in the chariots and that they're going to, overcome these things, But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Well, Salakia, let me let him finish talking because I don't think I let him say what he had to say.
Okay. So in just about a week, Offutt Air Base, home of U.S. Strategic Command, which is responsible for our nuclear forces, will be conducting its largest and most intensive exercise ever. Okay? So that is very, very concerning, and it means that we are getting really close to nuclear war and World War III, and the U.S. is preparing for that.
Salakia, that's an ad that popped up. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. That's the video right there. I mean, I don't even have to say anything. He just the guy that made the video just said it for you. You know, that the US is basically preparing for nuclear war. They're getting all of their assets and all of their missiles and silos and things ready because they know that this third world war is about to come. So, you know, that's today's update, basically going into, you know, the news and things of that nature involving the war. So, Lord's will, you brothers and sisters, was edified. You know, to the next time, I'm going to say shalom.